Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. My gorgeous Virgolini, I want you to understand that on the 13th of December, you are going to have a really important moment. Something is going to catch your attention. Something is really going to grab your attention like there is no tomorrow. And that moment in time, it's going to be like, ooh la la, really important, really powerful, and at the same time, really, really significant indeed. Your eyes are going to be pretty much wide open. Your eyes are open right now as we speak, but by the time we get to the actual 13th of December 2020, this is going to be such a strong moment that you are going to have, and you will know one thing for certain. You will know exactly what you're going to need to do, because there is going to be most certainly the feeling that you are going to have. So you are going to see something, and you're going to be able to feel this, my gorgeous Virgolinis, like there is no tomorrow. Something is literally going to shake within you. And this shake-up is so important. This shake-up is so significant. This shake-up, my little babies, is exactly what you needed, because your eyes, as I said, are going to be wide open indeed. Pretty much so. You're going to be able to understand things that you couldn't understand so far. So a lot is going to start making sense at this moment in time. I want to say to you, you need to understand how important the actual 13th of December is going to be. It is not only about the 13th of December, my babies, but it's from the 13th of December onwards until the end of the month. This time is going to be very specific and very significant, because it's all about you feeling something really important is going to come through. You're going to feel the passion in a completely different way. Passion about yourself, passion about your life, passion about your present moment, but most importantly, passion about future. This is an important shake-up that you are going to have, and you will feel something very fiery within you, something very passionate within you, and that in itself is going to create this starting point when you're going to simply be able to feel that it's time to take action. Okay, this is most certainly the time of your transformation. Number 13 is a very powerful number, so this has got a very strong significance in itself, because it's you gathering the certain information and you reaching an important stage, an important moment of your life, but at the same time having this ability to make an action, to feel things in a completely different light, which is on another hand really going to confirm like something to you. But this is so personal and it's very important, and in itself it's going to provide you with a solution, it's going to provide you with an option, it's going to provide you with a direction, which way to go and what exactly to do. But also above that all, it's going to be the time span, a very strong timing you are going to be feeling. Not exactly, oh yeah, in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, but you will know that the time is coming near, the time is getting closer, a powerful time of your life, which is connected to a very big and very important decision that you're going to make. This is not something that, oh yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, it just happened yesterday, you know, it just happened to this morning. No, baby, no. This goes back a long time. But in particular, when it comes to the past 24 months, you have been persistently thinking about this. Maybe not even consciously as much as you were thinking about it, like literally subconsciously. Can you hear that? Bam, bam, bam. The car alarm is even letting you know. Even the car alarm outside on the road is letting you know, my gorgeous Virgolinis, that this is going to be a really important moment in time. That car alarm that I can hear on the road can also really signify the actual feeling that you are going to have. Alarming, but in the best possible way. This is going to be a sign. This is going to be very strong and specific moment that you are going to have. You will know that you're going to need to move on, but you will also know that the specific changes that you're going to need to make and what exactly you need to do. It's going to be the timing, like waiting. The waiting is slowly going to be over. You are going to feel a very strong power and very strong strength within. I repeat, you will feel a very strong power and very strong and powerful strength which is going to come from within. This strength in itself is going to bring you the necessary balance in order to ignore any negativities, in order to ignore any fear, and in order to ignore uncertainties. I want to say this to you really, really, like I need you to understand the period and the stage from the 13th of December until the end of the month. It's going to bring you a wake-up call. Wake-up call is going to awake you in many different ways, my babies, my lord, in many different ways, and it's going to last a little bit longer, but this is going to be the beginning. You are going to realize exactly what you want to do, what you need to do in order to move on. This is big, this is important, but it's also at the same time about letting yourself, letting your spirituality to guide you and to listen to yourself from within, because something that you have been persistently ignoring when it comes to you is an important change that you want to make, that you need to do, and that it's going to be confirmed to you this December. And that's why the 13th of December is so important, because most certainly it is the seed which you are going to plant at the same time, my gorgeous Virgolinis. It is the seed, a powerful seed that you are going to plant. You need to really make the most of it. The land is going to be super fertile when it comes to your spirituality in between the 13th of December and the end of that month. So this is time for planning. This is time for like a relaxing in a certain way, not rushing into any decisions whatsoever, because you will see there is so much that you're going to be able to gather every single day. There is so much that you're going to be able to understand every single day, that by the time we get to the actual last part of December 2020, life is pretty much so going to start feeling much, much different, because you will realize really how powerful you are. You will realize how strong you are, and you will also have the control over a situation by the end of the month in a completely different way, the way you're going to have it at the beginning of December. So there is a lot going to start happening. There is a lot going to start changing. There is a lot going to start unfolding, but most certainly it's going to work in your favor. What you need to remember, that you have got a very strong power and it is within you. Ignore the negativities, ignore the darkness, ignore the kind of uncertain energy that is maybe at around, like creating lots of an illusion, an illusion of an entrapment. You are your own master, the master of your own destiny, and this in itself is going to be so important for you to understand in December, because it's all about the revelation that you're going to have at the same time as well. So you will know that a very fiery climax is about to approach, on the 13th of December. This is going to really become evident. At the same time, you will know it's a time for action. It's very interesting how keen you're going to feel. It's very interesting how eager you're going to feel in order, to kind of like do the necessary steps that you know that you need to do, but you were preventing yourself, because you were were, believe me or not, affected quite a lot what's happening around you, what's happening around the world. You know, these energies are very powerful, and some of the signs get affected more than others. You're pretty much, so my gorgeous Virgolinis, on a very strong level in touch with your own spirituality. You're in touch with the earthly energies. So this is nothing unusual. You're able to feel this. You're able to sense this on an empath level. Indeed, that is really good, because you can feel the situation for what it actually is and what exactly is happening. But on another hand, it tends to drain quite a lot out of you, because without even realizing, this has kind of created the certain blockages around you. There are three important blockages that are going to be removed. There are three important blockages that are going to be removed, and at the same time, it's going to be so significant for you to remember that you need to work through your fears. Work through your fears, because it is going to be a bit of a time, you know, where you must understand that you must not allow this negative energy to enter, because it is going to be at around the 17th and the 18th of December. It is going to be the moment that you will have at around the 17th and 18th of December. There will be the moment that you're going to have, and you're going to be tested a little bit. You know, there is somebody going to be around you who's going to drain your energy in a little way, and that particular drainage of energy is also going to cause you to kind of think in a different way, and to not to be able to express yourself, and then to say what you feel like. Exactly, this happens when people around us who are having a very strong energy, and this has got such an impact on us, because it's draining our energy and it can intimidate us a little bit. So therefore, we respond in a different way to what we would normally respond. So this is why this is so important for you to remember, because you know what is going to happen within these 2 days. You are basically going to just need to stick to your way of thinking. You just basically do not rush into anything, because you're going to come across a rather challenging situation, and you just need to remember to work through your fears. And that way you will also, on one hand, you're going to protect yourself, but on another hand, you're just going to let this energy flow. And even because I can see that you're going to put your foot down, you're going to need to express yourself, you're going to need to explain yourself, but it's all about you staying true to yourself. This is what you need to remember, my gorgeous Virgolinis. This is more important than ever for you to actually stay true to yourself, because you are not actually going to believe how mind-blowing this month is actually going to be, because you will start something. My Lord, this is the choice that you're going to make in between the 13th of December until the end of the month. There will be the choice that you're going to make, and that particular choice is just going to be you need to remember that you just need to do not overanalyze whatsoever, because analyzing when it comes to us little Virgolinis, we are like the worst. But you just need to remember that you must not fall into that little trap of overanalyzing. So the choice that you are going to need to make in between the 13th and the end of that month, it's all going to be about you. Must understand that this is no time to overanalyze, because when you overanalyze, you just find yourself on the other side of the panel. You just find yourself on the other side of the bridge. You know, you just find yourself on the other side of the room, but the energy is completely different. There is a lot offered to you all around the place when you're going through these things, but you just need to understand to not to overanalyze now whatsoever. Okay, you also need to understand that this is the time to actually get the clarity on what you desire, and most certainly move forward. You are going to get an important clarity, my gorgeous Virgolinis, on what you actually desire, and this is most certainly going to be the time to move forward. You are gonna do something really incredible, and what you're actually gonna do, what is really incredible, is the beginning. This is the beginning stage, which is going to take place, and it's going to blow up in September 2021. So what is actually happening this December, it's going to have a super strong connection with September 2021, because the September 2021 is going to be the moment when you will see such a strong connection, and you're not going to believe what your life is going to be by then, what your life is actually going to be at that moment in time. So this is why, as much as you can do, as much as you can follow your intuition, as much as you can allow your spirituality to guide you, this is going to be absolutely remarkable moment in time. Just remember, this is all going to be about you making a choice and just follow it through, basically. On another hand, what else I was going to say, that in the period from the 13th of December until the end of that month. You know, this is a very strong stage for you, my gorgeous Virgolinis, when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to meditation, when it comes to like a grounding, when it comes to reconnecting with the nature, when it comes to like the actual, you know, meditation and contemplation. There is a lot that you're going to be finding out. You will see that your energy and your vibration is going to be so powerful from the 13th until the end of that month in particular. December is going to be very interesting in itself, but most certainly the energy from the 13th until the end of that month is going to be remarkable. You're also going to hear, and this is what I really like, because I can see so much happiness, I can see excitement, and I can see that element of you returning beautifully, nicely, and slowly. So there are lots of other elements that are at the same time going to contribute to that. Never mind the fact, my babies, that you're also going to get at the right moment, at the right time, a very important message, you know, news, you know, very important news. And I'm so happy for you, because it's just gonna really it's gonna be an important announcement that you are going to have, but also it's just a news that you will want to celebrate, you know. It is connected, it's going to be connected to you even more, having a very powerful confirmation, you know, to actually move on. This is going to be the strong time when you're going to feel the need to move on, that you will want to seek, you will want more out of life. Absolutely, this has already started, my gorgeous Virgolinis, and this energy is already around you. You know, you want changes, you want to do this, you want to do that, you're not satisfied with the current situation, you just want to break free, my babies, and this is completely understandable. And this energy is going to be like gaining like an important momentum at this moment in time. So it's going to make you feel like you're, you know, the need to move on, and you will want to seek more out of life. And this is exactly what you're currently experiencing, you know, and this is going to be a very spiritual moment, you know, at the same time for you. And it's like a spiritual quest that you're going to have within, you know. You will choose to make big life changes from the 13th of December until the end of that month, my babies. You will choose to make big life changing. Pay attention to what's feeling, what are you feeling, pay attention to what is your call, pay attention to what is calling you, and most importantly, pay attention to the little thing that you keep on ignoring when it comes to your life and when it comes to making a big change. It's time, my baby. It's absolutely time. This is all about your vibration, your energy, and your own personal reflection, which is going to help you to choose to make really big life changes, okay? And that in itself is going to make you realize that it's to do with some kind of journey. You will want to leave something, you will want to kind of make a little adjustment, cut something out of your life, but at the same time, my gorgeous Virgolinis, this is going to lead towards the actual change in priorities. My Lord, just remember, it's about a change in priorities, and it's about listening to yourself, it's about listening to your inner guidance, because this month will be very, very important indeed. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolinis, and it's for December 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful, my sexy Virgolinis, and it's for December 2020 indeed. And I want to say that the number is just this is going to be really crazy month, because for many of us this is going to be like the greatest awakening ever. Some people are already like a kind of halfway there. Some people are like about a midway there. You see, can you hear it again? You see, can you hear it again? The car alarm at exactly the same time. But this is going to be at an important time, I was going to say. This is going to be an important time, my gorgeous Virgolinis, because it's all about you having a really a powerful number also. Your number that you're actually going to have this month when it comes to the actual numerology is number 17. 17. This is a very, very unique number. This is a very powerful number. This is a very strong number, and this is a very significant number. This number is telling us a lot, a lot, a lot. This number is signifying change. This number is signifying courage. This number is signifying power. This number is signifying protection. This number is signifying the actual and important, mind-blowing, like ooh la la confirmation that we're all going to be benefiting from it. This is big. this is huge. This is massive. The number 17, it's going to help you realize that, you know, which path exactly you should follow, which path exactly you should go towards. And that in itself is also going to bring you the necessary strength to move on. Number 17, it's also about a very powerful inspiration coming through, which is going to remind you how excited you can be, which is going to remind you how happy you can be by helping you to connect to the certain elements in your life, around your life, from a much higher perspective, much higher level, which is in return going to give you the significant understanding that you wouldn't normally have. And that in itself is just going to be pushing you forward, even without realizing everything like completely right in front of you, where there are uncertainties and negativities that you would normally be like, no baby, no. Now you will just go for it like there is no tomorrow. Listen to me. You have to listen to your voice within. You have to listen to yourself. This is so important because there's so many messages that you're going to have, and there's certain things that didn't really make sense so far, then most certainly they will not be making sense now. But it's all about you just paying attention to what's happening around you, trying to absorb as much as you can, but also at the same time you need to understand that your job is to actually stay committed to the task at hand. Be as creative as you can, because by being creative you are creating this magnetic energy, which is in itself so powerful, and it helps you to connect and reconnect to people and things around you. So therefore you will attract so much into your life that you are actually wanting to attract throughout this magnetic energy. Number 17, it's about inspiration, it's about a power, it's about a protection, it's about understanding, it's about realization, and it's about moving on, and it's about realizing that the power is within you. Number 17, it's a very strong number when it comes to spirituality, but it's also a very strong number when it comes to huge, massive, important protection, realization that we are just going to have. On another hand, you know, it's basically about this month, this December, it's all going to be about you taking next steps, my gorgeous Virgolinis, indeed. And what I was going to say, like when you are trying to take next steps, when there is so much going on, when we need to protect ourselves, you know, against an evil eye, against the negative energies, but in particular when we are planning, when we are changing direction slightly, when things are appearing around us, you know, they're draining our energy like every now and then. So therefore, on one hand, a little tiger's eye will be rather beneficial when it comes to planning, when it comes to communication. It's very good for prosperity, to attract prosperity into your life, but it helps you to make the best possible decisions because it helps your energy to stay intact by not being affected by the negativity or negative people or negative elements around you. Tiger's eye is something that I highly recommend, in particular when you're doing something that is to do with your success, when you're planning something, when you're thinking, when you're trying to be logical, when you're trying to make a decision, when you're trying to connect or reconnect to your situation. By the same time, it protects you against an evil eye, and also because sometimes people can give you this intentionally or non-intentionally, so it doesn't really matter, but it's just basically the fact is that we get affected by this energy, and then it drains us, and then we are not as effective, as active as we would normally be. Tiger's eye pendant, I highly recommend you to wear like throughout December and January, indeed, in particular when you're planning, doing things, meeting with people, if you're meeting with people and things like that. Okay, this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you're also supporting my channel as well. But what I was going to say, number 17, it's this month means so much that you are going to be taking next steps. 2 particular steps are going to be very important. 2 particular steps are going to be life-changing, and 2 particular steps are going to be really significant. You know, you need to remember, please remember, Virgolinis, please, you're so powerful, you're very unique, you're very beautiful, you're very significant. Please remember that this is the time to take the new steps, but at the same time, be bold and ambitious. Be very bold and ambitious when it comes to the certain choices, okay? okay? There is somebody who is going to be playing an important role around you as well, you know, because it's about you expanding your plans, but most certainly about you moving forward, my babies. It's about you moving forward at the same time. There will be this annoying, super annoying, unfounded fear, you know, like when we are just going to feel like a little bit negative purely because of a lot of things that have nothing to do with us, a lot of things that have nothing to do with our lives, but we are just kind of like going to coat ourselves in this cortex of energy where we are going to be affected a little bit and slightly by what's going around you, maybe, perhaps. So you just have to stay strong and keep above things, you know, because there will be like an unfounded fear that you are going to have. And it's an unfounded fear. Note I said this, which means that it's just something that is like kind of there, but you can just really nicely and beautifully ignore it by really literally ignoring it and going through and just focusing on your energy, focusing on your power, and you are going to be absolutely fine. It's just like basically, you know, it's like you just do it with your mind. You will be absolutely fine. Your mind is very powerful. It's like doing astral projection, you know. When you are doing this, you know, you're doing things, you're walking, you're flying, like, but you're just communicate to yourself with your mind. You're doing this not with your physical body, but you're doing this with your astral body. But in order to kind of like do things like make decisions while you're doing astral projection, for example, you're just doing it with your mind. Your mind is very powerful indeed. This is what I'm trying to explain, okay? This is the time to actually just also, when you feel like a bit of an unfounded fear, just remember that it's time to actually, this is an important time to actually refocus your thoughts, okay? On another hand, you know, I like it because the passion is going to return this month. The confidence is also going to return this month, you know. And there is going to be one particular event that you are going to have, and this particular event is going to be so important because it's going to make you realize that it's time to make an immediate action, and you are sorry, at the same time you're going to need to remember to trust your instinct and stay focused. This is a very important time for you because it's something that you're actually going to be passionate about. Something that you're very passionate about is just going to go on the whole next level. This is brilliant because it's also going to help you to focus, and it's also going to help you to move on from the situation at the same time that no longer serve you, because this is all purely about your own expansion. What I like even more in particular when it comes to number 17, it's also this December, it's going to be all about you having a fresh start, you know, of the end of delays. So it's a fresh start when it comes to the end of delays, okay? So this is very important, and you are gonna have a sudden and unexpected progress that it's actually going to be rather mind-blowing indeed. And you're going to like it, you know, because it's going to be leading towards a positive change in your life, and that in itself, it's also going to be connected to you getting something new, you doing something different, you getting something new by the same time, some kind of journey. It's going to be so significant. Some kind of travel or journey, my babies, is most certainly going to become evident. So if you don't have an opportunity or option to go for it, just go for it. It's not only about that, but it's about breaking through. And also, once you do this, there will be a quite powerful spiritual experience that you are going to have. Like you will see exactly what I mean. But on another hand, this month, it's all about the bottom line is number 17. By the end of December, it's going to bring you an important victory. Number 17, it's going to bring you an important victory, my gorgeous Virgolinis, and this is brilliant because now this is connected to wise choices, you know, and also it's about the recognition and success indeed. It's an important reward in so many different ways. For those of you that are working and like for the company or somewhere, you know, this is going to be the time to like do as much as you can if you want to. Show yourself, prove yourself, because your energy is going to be really strong. But that's not all. It's about you reaching a very powerful step in your life, step above, new step. You know, if you're looking for work, so if you're working, you can expect like some kind of promotion, my lord. It's brilliant. If you're not having job and you're looking for jobs, this is absolutely most certainly time to actually look for the job, because it's going to come through. It's going to come forward when you least expect it, and it's going to be good, it's going to be great, and it's going to be rather victorious. And for those of you that are like retired, for example, this is also going to be connected to an important victory, you know, something something, the time of your life that you have been struggling about, that was affecting you, and you just have to kind of go along, you know, it's going to bring you an important information which is going to lead towards your own victory. And this is brilliant because it's about recognition, success, and most importantly, an important, significant reward that you are going to get out of it. This is going to mean to you so much because, on another hand, it's going to give you control over a situation, and I'm so happy for you indeed. Sorry, when it comes to the actual health, my gorgeous Virgolinis, this is really important because I still need you to really keep on boosting your immune system. I know I'm said this like so many times. I'm sorry, but I'm going to say as many times as I actually need to say it, especially if I see that people really need this, and it's just basically life-changing in so many different ways. So, organic acerola cherry powder, it's a natural form of vitamin C. Organic acerola cherry powder, if you can take 1 liter glass of this every single morning alongside the actual so you take 1 teaspoon, mix it up in a little bit of water, organic acerola cherry powder, but at the same time, if you can also take a natural iron water, natural iron liquid, without any rubbish added, without any ingredients, necessary ingredients added, just natural iron water, if you can take at the same time with organic acerola cherry powder, and these two things work remarkably together because organic acerola cherry powder is ridiculously high in vitamin C, which is going to help with the absorption when it comes to the actual iron. On another hand, that if you can take alongside natural vitamin D and natural zinc, this is the combination that you need to take, because on one hand it's going to boost your immune system, but on another hand it's going to be remarkable when it comes to the energy levels, because iron is going to be really good when it comes to like increasing your energy levels, and this is something that you're going to find rather beneficial, my gorgeous Virgolinis, indeed. You also need to try to avoid, please, the actual aluminium products, you know, products with aluminium, because this month is going to bring you an extra sensitivity when it comes to aluminium. So, you know, horrible, nasty little deodorants that are full of aluminium, yeah, take them off, like get rid of them and get natural deodorants which are without aluminium. Aluminium is so dangerous because it just blocks your pores. Come on, blocks your pores. So what happens with all these toxins? We just end up with all these toxins in our body. My lord, we don't need any more toxins, you know. So this is why just try to get like a natural deodorant without aluminium. And also one more thing, I'm sorry, is the digestion is still being persistently like a sensitive when it comes to you, my gorgeous Virgolini. So try to avoid sugar. Try to take organic maple syrup maybe instead of sugar. Try to avoid coffee and try to drink water as much as you can. Also try to eat every now and then like a friendly bacteria, which you can get like in a yogurts, for example, and things like that. You're going to find this rather beneficial. At the same time, every now and then you can sip a little bit of organic chamomile tea. It's wonderful and it's so good for you. People don't even understand sometimes how a versatile chamomile tea actually is. And also on another hand, organic aloe vera juice. It's also wonderful when it comes to the actual stomach and digestive system and things like that, because it just helps you out when it comes to your stomach lining so much. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Virgolinis, or not. Now, what else I was going to say, recommend to you, my babies, it's an amethyst, because I know that you're going to be very spiritual this month. Look at this amethyst pendant, absolutely gorgeous. I know I've recommended this before, but I recommend this again highly, because I know you're going to benefit from this, because your third psychic eye is going to be like very much so rather open. There is a lot going to be going on, and also amethyst is wonderful when it comes to actually just going along with it, when it comes to enhancing your psychic abilities, when it comes to enhancing your power. And this goes a long way because it helps you to remember your dreams, it helps you to connect to your dreams, it helps you to understand yourself on a much higher level when you're wearing this. On one hand it protects you, but on another hand it's remarkable when it comes to enhancing our psychic abilities. So therefore it's subconsciously we make decisions and we connect on a much higher level when we actually wear this. Okay, this gorgeous amethyst pendant comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below, my babies. By buying things from my channel, sorry, you're also supporting my channel as well. So now the 4th of December, sorry, I've got like my cat's hair is everywhere, so it's itching me as usual, because the candles, you see, are warm, so they create this atmosphere. So now the 4th of December, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you know, I know you're going to feel a little bit strange, a little bit weird on this day, because it's going to be like kind of like, oh God, a bit of a pessimism, you know, you're going to feel like, oh no, like the whole world is falling. But no, it's just going to be like a little bit of initial feeling that you're going to have on this day, and it's like an unfulfilled hopes, kind of a little bit of pessimism that you are going to feel. And that is also going to make you think like, oh, there is a lack of opportunity, like it's going to be connected to you feeling like that there is a lack of opportunity. Just remember that this is all, sorry, this is also going to kind of be connected to some kind of mistake that the choice that you made not that long ago is just going to like kind of bounce back, and it's going to kind of remind you something, and it's going to happen at around the wrong time, and it's just going to double up on this nonsense, on a little bit of a pessimism. But you know what? You need a little bit of balance, my gorgeous Virgolinis, because by the time we get to the last part of December, everything is going to be completely different. So it really doesn't matter. The bottom line is, this is initial feeling that you are going to have. Just remember that this is going to change like this, because you're going to get like a message, and that is going to be connected to this, and that message is almost immediately going to be connected to swift activity, sudden progress, okay? And that in itself is going to help you realize that you are about to make a very important decision, which is going to literally set you free from all these negativities and this way of thinking. And that in itself is going to help you to realize that it's very important time to forgive and forget. Very important karmically. I know it's easy for me to say, but I'm going to say that this is very important time for you karmically to forgive and forget. But at the same time, this is going to be brilliant when it comes to improvement, development, and promotion. You know, this in itself, it's going to follow to the actual 5th and 6th of December, which are going to be connected to promotion and outcome of the past effort and rebirth at the same time. Sorry, the second important date, my gorgeous Virgolini, is going to be on the 12th of December. Now the 12th of December is just going to be connected to the actual return of someone very important and very special and very powerful in your life. Not necessarily like a lover, boyfriend, girlfriend. No, baby, no. I'm talking about someone very special. I'm not saying that boyfriends, girlfriends, and lovers are not special, but I'm saying that this is someone who is playing a very important role in your life, who drifted away for a little while, who drifted away a little bit. So at around the 12th of December, this person should start returning. This is important because this person is going to have a remarkably important message for you, how to deal with somebody else, and also how to deal with a certain immaturity. Okay, on another hand, this is going to be a brilliant the 12th of December. It's going to be brilliant when it comes to new alliances as well. So it's something to pay attention to, because it's going to help you to work out and what to do with the certain delays. The 12th of December, it's going to be quite significant when it comes to the delays. You're going to be wondering about the delays, and then you're going to hear quite important news indeed. And this is brilliant because it's all about your personal gain, security, safety, and also you finding yourself on an advanced stage, you know, that what you actually expected. And this is to do with your desires, my babies, and at the same time it's to do with like the actual results of efforts, and at the same time it's to do with you taking your life on the next stage, taking your life on the next level. This is why this is so important, okay? And that in itself is going to help you recognize an important abilities. Oh my God, this is so important, my gorgeous Virgolinis. The 12th of December is going to lead towards an important path, which is going to reveal the actual abilities, something that is going to be screaming out of you, notice me, I'm here, is the certain ability that is so special, so beautiful, so powerful, and so unique, and so significant about you, that you just, now it's time to take it on the next level. level, and this is all going to be connected to the really big change that is going to walk into it, like start manifesting into your life straight away. Just pay attention to which idea you're going to have. Just pay attention to which ideas are going to be on your mind, not only on the 12th of December, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17th. These days, I need you to pay attention to which ideas you have. If you forget about your ideas, just write them down, please. It's going to be remarkable, and you are going to feel so good, and this is going to help you realize that you are going to start changing, because you will be able to make a very important, powerful, and mature decision indeed. The 27th of December, it's also going to be quite an important date when it comes to you, because it's just somebody very reliable and powerful and significant in your life. It's going to play an important role when it comes to you, also like a kind of reorganizing your life a little bit, and there is a certain information that is going to be missing, and that particular person is going to be to give you this information. Exactly 78 days later, an important moment is going to take place. Exactly 78 days later, something really significant is going to happen. So I'm talking from the actual 27th of December, and it's to do with your creativity, it's to do with who you are, and it's also to do with you completely being yourself, because this is just so important when it comes to you realizing conclusion. You're about to realize that you're approaching the end of the problem, and that is going to be connected to an unexpected event which you are going to have on the 27th of December. And that event is all about, when that happens, just be creative, just do things the way you feel, do things the way you think it's right, how you feel it's right, because most certainly it's about you enjoying yourself, being as creative as possible, and finding out so many things about yourself at the same time. Let me just tell you this. You see this? I just have a feeling I need to take an oracle card out from the 27th. You see, 27th of December, my gorgeous Virgolinis, because I know this is going to be an important day for you. And also number 7, we have number 2, which is a lot to do with like things getting together with a second stage. Something really important is going to start happening here. But then at the same time, you're going to have number 7 is about your spirituality, and also having a sign. You see, flexibility. This is what I'm talking about. What you're going to do will be very, very good, because there will be an option, and you will understand that how you're going to be able to recognize that option. It's about you allowing yourself to be as flexible as possible, because something is slowly going to come to an end, and you will see how much it was draining your energy. Something slowly is coming to an end when it comes to your life, when it comes to your spiritual journey. So it's the quicker you move on, the more free you're going to be. The quicker you move on, the more successful you're going to be. The quicker you move on, you will realize how much energy this was actually draining from you. And it happens when things are slowly coming to an end. And as soon as we realize this, there is another new beginning that is about to actually take place when it comes to our lives. You see, stay open to yourself. A very, very true, a very, very powerful time to listen to yourself, my gorgeous Virgolinis. This is all about you moving forward. Absolutely, what is going to take place, it's going to play an important role with you moving forward. So be as open-minded, my babies, as you can. It's very important for you to be open-minded and ignore fear. Okay? So now my gorgeous Virgolinis, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to you on the very first week of December 2020. So the very first week of December 2020 is just like kind of like, I know that you're gonna be you're gonna have a bit of like a dark lalish moment, dark lalish moment, like a dark lala. So you're gonna worry a little bit from the 1st until the 4th. I can see a bit of like a dark lalish moment, like a dark lala. So you're gonna be worrying a little bit, but that's just natural, that we need to have a balance, I guess. It's like a yin-yang moment, and that in itself is going to help you realize, what you're worrying about in between the 1st and the 4th of December is going to start changing on the 4th, so it doesn't really matter. It's going to be absolutely fine. What you need to remember is be as creative as you can and stay committed to the task at hand, because that time it's also going to be quite challenging, and there is a lot going to be on your mind, and just remember what I say. Stay committed to the task at hand. This is more important than anything. Do not let anyone to tamper with your own energy by stealing your own energy, and then when that happens, then you are unnecessarily worrying and unnecessarily projecting your energy towards something that you shouldn't. So just remember that this is going to be like quite a time when you need to stay committed to the task at hand. On another hand, very important moment when it comes to you and your family, if you have a family, or very important moment in between you and the people who mean to you so much, because it's just basically it's going to put a big smile on your face, but also you will want to make certain changes in your immediate environment. And if you do that, most certainly you should go for it, because the time is right and the energy is very harmonious indeed. You see, the first week of December is so important. You know why? Because it's going to be like, oh my God, this is exactly what I should do. Oh my God moment, you know, something that you didn't really think is going to happen. It's actually going to happen, but it's going to be really good. And it's to do with your dream, it's to do with your wish, it's to do with what you were waiting for, but it's also to do with a little baby shortcut that you're going to have. Little white little bunny is going to jump really fast, and it's going to surprise you really nicely. And that little bunny, which is that little white bunny that is going to jump also, it's representing something good, representing something significant, representing something powerful, but it's also representing like a little element of surprise, because it's going to happen sooner, and therefore that energy in itself is going to create in its own vibration, which is going to make things happen for you in a different way. So therefore you will be able to connect from a slightly different angle, which is really important. So there you go. I have a oracle card again. Flexibility, amazing flexibility. This is going to be so important because it's going to help you. Again, I'm taking this card out. It's going to be so important because it's going to help you to see how significant it is to actually do things that you like, and it's also going to help you to focus. Okay, this is all about a focus, it's all about perspective, it's all about new direction. It's connected to the actual unfoldment in your life, but it's also connected to the fact that you are having more resources than you possibly need to do what you want to do. You're very powerful, you're very significant, you're magical when you set something yourself to do. You just go for it, and you're so much more powerful, my gorgeous Virgolinis, that you give to yourself credit for. Just pay attention to this, it's important indeed. The second part of this, my gorgeous Virgolinis, it's going to be so good, because you know you're gonna kind of like, where you had a lack of progress in your life over the last 6 to 7 months, where you had a lack of progress, now this is going to have a really nice flip-flop moment, because that lack of progress is at the same time going to be connected to an important person telling you something really significant information, which has nothing to do with this, but at around the same time you're also going to hear about the actual financial opportunity. This is really great because it's just gonna be connected to the actual rewards, you know, that come from hard work. The mid-December is going to be super important when it comes to the actual finally things getting together for you, but also in particular when it comes to rewards that come from hard work. You know, you need to remember that this is a successful time to balance as many priorities as you can indeed, and it's all about your determination and willpower, and also very important recognition. This is going to lead towards. It's powerful, important, and very significant time for you, my gorgeous Virgolinis, indeed. By the time you get to the third part of December, you know, it's just basically, you know, let me tell you that the last part of December is going to be pretty much so connected to also people who you trust, people who you know, people who you really understand, and people who really understand you. This is very important, because they are going to be quite needed at some moment in time at around the end of December, because they will be able to help you. Through them you will understand something, through them you will realize something, through them you will know exactly what to do, through them you will realize an important moment is going to start happening in your life, and this is going to be the last little droppy drop, which is just going to, you know, happen. The last drop you're going to realize, but this is going to be good because it's going to open your eyes and you will know exactly what to do. It's an inspiration, you know, like it's all boiling down to an inspiration, and you wanted to do something because of this. It's just all going to be confirmed to you. You will be able to sense this, to get this so so vividly indeed. So the last part of December is going to play an important role when it comes to like important people in your life. This is to do with a new start, and you need to trust yourself. Virgolinis, listen to me very carefully, because I'm gonna say this only once. Hello, listen to me very carefully. Oh my gosh, sorry, old school. Okay, listen to me very carefully. Just basically, it's all about a new start at the end of December, okay? Don't mess this up. No, I'm joking. So it's about a new start at the end of December. Trust yourself, because there's still going to be elements like, oh my God, I'm not too sure. No, baby, no. Trust yourself. You know what is the right thing to do. And now it's the right time. So just trust yourself, please. And push your fears aside and take a leap of faith, because that leap of faith is going to take you far. You're gonna realize that this is all about you being very decisive, focused, and driven, you know, and this is the energy that is going to be like driving you through, you know. And also an important event, quite significant event, is gonna happen at the end of the actual December, and that event is gonna make you realize that there are a couple of choices that you have, and you need to remember, choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. This is so important for you to remember. Okay, choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional, okay, because this is going to be connected to the actual sudden and unexpected change at the end of December, but it's going to be brilliant. You just need to stand on your ground pretty firm, my babies. You're powerful, you're strong, you're significant, because this is going to require from you to review your options carefully, but you're going to be absolutely fine. I really have a feeling to take one more oracle card, you see, just for the end of December, my gorgeous Virgolinis, just for the end of December. Oracle card. Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the I let Virgo. And this is your last, okay, trust. You have to trust yourself. There you go. That's your oracle card for the end of December. Just trust yourself. Trust your intuition, because you're reaching a very, very important stage in your life. Watch this space, my babies. Watch this space. Okay, another thing I was going to recommend you, look at the size of this thing, is the sage. Sage is something that I would highly recommend you to have this month at least once. If you can just burn it, go around the house and just get rid of the negative energy, you're going to find this really beneficial, and you will see exactly also what I mean. If you would like to buy this, you can get this in my shop, and the link is in the description below. As I said, by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. So now I'm just going to see what is going to happen with those of you that are in a relationship. Okay, for where are my tarot cards? To those of you that are in relationship, you see, I just want the specific tarot cards. Where are you? Where are you? No, sorry. Here. Okay. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolini. So now I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationships. So those of you in relationships, this is a powerful time. Two people getting very close together. It's a bit of a misunderstanding that you had. And now, but you were both thinking about the same thing. You were both trying to do the same thing. You were both trying to achieve the same thing, but there was still a little bit of misunderstanding. And this is purely because one of you wanted to take things further, maybe when it comes to new direction, option, but the other one wanted to kind of do the same thing, but they were just really cold. They were really cautious, so that created maybe like a little bit of conflict. So now it's really wonderful moment in time, because you are both as a couple going to have a very strong and powerful control over a situation. Look, and of course I take the Moon card. You see, of course you need to be really careful, because you as the couple, somebody is kind of going to maybe try to rush you into something, so be really careful. Try to avoid this little bastard here. You see this little Moon? Try to avoid this little bastard. If you feel like you as the couple are having someone trying to push you into something, or buying something, like and getting something, or doing something, you know, you just need to kind of like trust your instincts. You will know that there is something off. You will know that there is something not quite right, and this is going to confirm to both of you. So be very careful if someone tries to push you into something, like to hurry up, and you don't need to hurry, because a few days later you will see that that was like a completely not true, basically. So there's a little bit of warning that you're going to have, apart from having a control over a situation, my gorgeous Virgolinis. And 7 of coins as well. It's important now time to just basically plan. This is a remarkable time for planning, and also not that long ago you made a certain decision to be really careful with the finances, being really careful with the money. So now this is going to be quite significant moment, because it's going to prove your point to you on one hand, but you will know that you did the right thing. On another hand, what else I was going to say, I know that you as the couple are going to have a really big moment. You see 3 of Swords is here as well. You're going to have a really big moment as a couple, because you're finally going to do what you wanted to do, but it's not going to happen as quick as you can. But you just need to remember, as quick as you were planning, but you just need to remember to do one step at a time. But there is going to be very powerful decision that you're actually going to make, and you are going to protect yourself from negativity and the times that you don't really like. So one step at a time, but the bottom line is that the decision that you're both going to make at the end of the month is going to be very significant, and you are going to protect both of yourselves, both of your lives, by doing this. So it's the good thing to do indeed. So now I'm just going to see, my gorgeous Virgolinis, like what is going to happen to those of you that are single and ready to mingy. Well, I heard 5 of Wands, you see. First of all, it is just going to please. Somebody's going to kind of, you need to let someone go, my gorgeous Virgolinis, because you're very powerful, you're very significant, and if you fancy someone, if you like someone, if you want to be with someone, they stay at the back of your mind for a very long time. So you just need to open this little door at the back of your mind and let them out, let them go out, because they don't need to be inside here anymore. So this is what this card means. First of all, you need to let someone go. So someone is still kind of karmically attached to you. Maybe it's an ex-partner, maybe you've never have been with this person, but however it is, if someone returns into your life, in your mind or physically, maybe it's not the right person for you. You know, it's up to you what you're gonna do, of course, my babies, but most certainly, in my opinion, this is someone that you should just kind of let them go first before anything else happens. On another hand, Queen of Wands, of course. On another hand, you see, you are going to have a very brave situation at around the end of the month, and that brave situation is going to make you to react in a certain way, and you're going to feel really great about yourself. You're going to feel really proud about yourself in a nice and cocky way, but in a good way indeed. But then on another hand, that in itself is going to help you to recognize something really significant about yourself, and you will want to kind of do something, and that process is actually going to start making changes. I don't see the specific person coming into your life this month, my gorgeous Virgolinis, but what I see is what you do this month is going to put you in touch. It's going to put you very close to someone who is about to change your life. Someone who is coming, it's almost there. But the change that you're going to do and the path that you're going to take in December, it's also at the same time going to create the actual shortcut towards this person. Watch this space. It is not going going to be that long, but most certainly it's about to change your life. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolinis, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you, my gorgeous babies. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. Okay, so I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous people. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.